Mark Stidham is, I would put him as I would say they were both kind of narcissists. So they would make all these events, right? Like they would go and do all these huge events that they would hold in different places, just like the Cellar Playbook or some of the other ones that we've talked about. This is where they recruit people, like a Tony Robbins style event. So they're going along with these events. And I guess during some of these events, it was huge. Like they would fill these stadiums full of all these basically white women. There was not a whole lot of diversity with this. So these are all stay-at-home moms, middle-aged white women. And so during one of their seminars, Mark Stidham decided that he wanted to start spouting off quotes from the Book of Mormon during like their recruiting for the, I would say, victims of the company. So
this wasn't red flags for them? They weren't like, what?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there was like a few women in the audience that were probably recognized some of that scripture talk or church talk and were like, what is this? What are we getting ourselves into?
Yeah.
I've heard like from people, you know, it felt very cult-like. It was like a cult-like atmosphere at these seminars. Later on, they hired a bunch of celebrities to come in. I mean, it was just crazy. It was just this whole event around these women.
Huh.
That was just to suck people in, basically, to get as many people involved with this. Here's where it gets crazy. So the startup cost for the average person for this was anywhere from like $2,000 to $10,000.
So these women were going to like get a package of all the pants, of all the leggings, and they would have to sell a certain amount.
Right.
Okay.
Now, the crappy part is like you don't have control over what patterns that they send you.
Okay.
So they can send you whatever type of pattern that they want, but you have to front at least $2,000 to $10,000, depending on what package. And that was for the inventory and your onboarding and probably working with people like above you. Because again, this is a pyramid scheme.
Right.
And those are illegal
in
the U.S. for a very good reason.
Right.
And this is a great story as to why and how they work. So basically, Mark Stidham and Deanne were encouraging women to sell their breast milk in order to get the startup money to start this.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, because what's that mom home has a 10 grand sitting around, you know?
Right. So go ahead and sell your breast milk so that you can get the money to start the business.
Yeah.
He also used patriarchal language, reinforcing anti-feminism. He would say things during the seminars. This is Mark Stidham. Don't talk man to man. This is what he wants you to tell your husband about this business that you're starting, okay? So this is what quotes from him. Don't talk man to man. Don't mother him.
What?
Don't have... Yeah, it keeps getting grosser. Like, don't have better ideas than him.
These are obviously things she was doing right to him. I mean, God.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, don't admire other men's qualities. I mean, this is like straight out of like 1952.
Oh, gosh.
Like,
jeez.
Women's places in the home. The 3 magic A's, Starfish. Appreciate, accept, and admire.
Ew.
And a time to let him be your hero.
Why does this have anything to do with anything? Like, they're trying to sell pants here. I don't get this. Like,
right. So
mind your business, Mark.
What they're trying to do, I know, Mark, like, I don't know where that comes from, but I think what he was trying to do was trying to convince the husbands to give the ladies money to buy into this brand, right? Thanks, everyone, for listening to Real Talk. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen. We look forward to having you on our next one.